up, guys? It is end of week 3 already. That's crazy because the results I'm getting, I can't believe it's only been 3 weeks. In this video, I'm going to do something a little different and give you guys some feed of what it's like to be inside Team Beast Haven. I am going to talk to you about why you should not add extra workouts during your first time through Body Beast. Alright guys, like I said, I'm going to share with you guys a live video from inside Team Beast Haven talking to you guys about a very popular question that I get not only inside of Team Beast Haven, but all forms of social media. I get this question asked me all the time, so I hope you find this video to be super helpful. So here we go. What's up guys? Demiri, you had an awesome question. I don't think that I've talked about this subject yet in my group. So I do appreciate your guys' questions. So please keep firing questions at me. I appreciate it very much. And I love talking about this stuff, obviously. Demir, you asked, what exercises can I do to concentrate on my lower chest area? A lot of you guys in here might relate with this subject because maybe there's other areas that you want to kind of put a little extra focus to. Maybe you want really big arms, or maybe you just want more of a line in your upper chest, you know, like when you wear a shirt, it's kind of cool to have that line showing right here. I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about, it's badass. But there's things like that. There's some guys that really want like bigger traps, bigger legs, bigger calf muscles. Like myself, one of the areas that I would love to spend some extra time on outside of the program is my legs and my calf muscles. I push like freaking crazy on those areas, like I do everything else, but I really push it on those workout days when I'm doing legs because I lack in that area because I have bad knees, so I'm not able to like do a tremendous amount of weight. Well, at least right now, I'm working my way up. But anyways, I have areas too that I want to focus on. However, I would highly advise that anybody does anything extra ever until you are able to complete the program with no missed workouts. You're getting your meal prep in every single week after you get consistent with your workouts like I discussed in my previous videos. So do that, get through the program at least one time and get meal prep in every single week. Get those daily ratings in that I asked that you guys check up on. Get your end of week accountability check-in done. You know, to where I ask, did you miss any workouts? Where are you at in the program? How did you do? That's your opportunity to kind of like give me an update of what's going on. You know, maybe some things that you're struggling with, things like that. Are you checking in at the end of every week on those posts? So concentrate on that stuff only. I would not recommend doing anything extra with your workouts until you can get that stuff done and completed. Do know this is something I'm actually really excited about to sit down and do. Just know it's coming, but I really do want to get it to where it's a little bit more organized in this group, to where you can actually know exactly what to do. So kind of something to look at. You can say, okay, this is my next mini goal. You know, I got to get my workouts in for 2 weeks straight. Boom, I'm going to get that done. I'm going to rock it. I'm going to come in this group. That's what I'm going to focus on. Next week, or the third week, okay, I'm going to get containers. I'm going to get containers, and I'm going to get a nice big water bottle. Boom, there's your third week. Fourth week, you know, then you start meal prepping. Boom, get that done. These are all little baby steps that I want to take with you guys. So just be mindful and be aware that that's coming. And this, what I'm talking to you about right now, could be a step after you complete the program. Maybe I'll say get through the program after you get the meal prepping down. Maybe this will be the next thing that I talk about, or the next phase that we can kind of maybe do. If you have certain areas that you want to improve on. Like for me personally, when I reach my goal, which I have not yet, I would like to be under 10% body fat. I want to get everything back to normal. My shoulder is still a little bit weak on this side, so because of my neck injury thing that happened, maybe, I don't know. I got a little bit of a weird funky thing going on with my arms, so I got some stuff that I'm kind of dealing with that I want to work through and before I do anything extra. So with that being said, just make sure that, you're doing the right things with taking it nice and slow. You don't want to overwork yourself if you haven't been working out like ever. This program is plenty, I promise. So again, if you're going through the program for the first time and you have not yet consistently done your workouts, consistently done meal prep, and got through the program at least one time, then do not worry about doing any extra workouts as of yet. When you get to that point, then, my friend, then message me and we can talk as much as you want about that. But again, do not do any extra workouts. I'd highly recommend not doing that because, again, if you haven't been working out and if you haven't been meal prepping and you haven't been doing the daily check-ins, the end of week check-ins, that is a lot of stuff, you guys, between talking about nutrition, and things we can do to improve your nutrition throughout the weeks, as you start to meal prep every week. It's a lot of stuff. It really is. So I would, again, if you overcomplicate it and you try to do too much right away, I'm telling you, you're setting yourself up for failure. I would highly advise against it. When I first started to lift, way long time ago, I was crazy and I tried to do everything right out of the gates, like crazy. Okay, I got to get a gallon of water. I got to get this many calories. I got to get this much protein. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to take these supplements. I got to, so much, and what happens? Every single time, or for me anyways, I ended up quitting. It just got to be too much. And then, I just said, screw it for a while. And then I got sick of how I felt again. And then I got back into it, and then it got to be overwhelming. And then over a few weeks' time, I would quit again because, and then I would slowly kind of fall back into my old roots, and then I go back in it again because I don't like how I feel. You're always going to come back to fitness. Just know that. You're always going to be back. And you're always going to want to get in shape because being out of shape sucks. You feel like shit. You don't feel motivated. Compared to how you are when you're in shape, I'm telling you, there's not even a comparison. So I'm telling you, you're playing with fire if you try to add too much to your to-do list if you haven't even gone through the program for the first time. So I hope that answers your question. So if you guys are wondering when you can add extra workouts in, boom. I hope that answered your question. We'll talk to you guys later. Have an awesome weekend. Peace. All right, guys, so I hope you found that video to be super helpful. Like I said, just keep things simple. That should be the takeaway. Don't overcomplicate it. Keep things simple when you're starting out. If you do that, you're setting realistic goals for yourself, and you got to understand that, if you try to do too much too fast, what happens again, maybe right now you have the extra time to do some extra workouts, but what happens when, life takes place again to where you just get more busy and then you aren't able to do those extra workouts, and then you kind of almost got that feeling like you're failing because you were doing those extra workouts but now you're not, and then you kind of get that I don't know, it's just not a good idea because then when you stop doing those workouts you kind of feel like a failure, and that should not be the case. You should be a winner if you're getting through the program and just doing the program. That's enough. So I don't recommend, like I said, just going too hard too fast, but like I said too, it's definitely not something that's terrible to do later on. If you are able to get through the program, then of course that's something, if you were on my team, that's something we could talk about. A lot of guys are talking about wanting bigger traps, bigger arms, things like that. Like I said, for me, I want bigger legs and things like that, but I got some knee issues that I'm working on. But you just gotta understand, this stuff takes time, so just take a step back, take a deep breath and just know that you're gonna get results. Consistency always wins. So now I'm gonna talk to you guys just quickly about my results. My results, I'm pretty freaking stoked about. It's pretty crazy how far you can go in just a short 3 weeks if you just stay consistent with your workouts and keeping your nutrition on point. So here we go, I'm gonna show you my results right here. I'm gonna do a little quick spin here for you. You know, I went down in percentage of body fat. I went down quite a bit in weight. Something that you guys need to understand and that I want to talk about as much as possible. You should not weigh yourself every week. The only reason why I'm weighing myself every week is to like really show you guys that, hey, you know, my weight's fluctuating. I'm really hoping one of these weeks that my weight actually maybe stays the same or goes up, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen every once in a while. And the reason why I say not to weigh yourself is because a lot of people get too wrapped up in the scale and then get discouraged when they busted ass all week long and then they don't see the number they wanted on the scale. And then it discourages them, it makes them feel like they're doing the wrong things, and they're probably not, you know? So it can be absolutely, it can destroy you, you know, it can discourage you, like I said. So I would not recommend weighing yourself every week. But yeah, I'm pretty happy about my results. If you guys, again, the door is always open to joining my team, of course. And just know, you know, if you are anxious to wanting to get more questions answered faster, just know you got a whole list of things that you can access immediately upon entering my group, Team Beast Haven. All you gotta do is type in one of these questions in the search and it will bring you right to that live video. Again, I'm trying to make this list grow every single day from questions people ask, you know, and things like that. So I'm hoping to get like to 200 topics, you know, talking about form, you know, things to do to boost size in certain areas, extra workouts, anything that I can do to help people more, obviously, the better. But if you guys are interested, of course, go to teambeasthaven.com. Otherwise, until the next time, we'll talk to you guys later. Peace.